that goal to eradicate uncontrolled fire by the end of this decade. So the proposal has 4 projects. The first project is to do that research into fire so that we can look at the quantum mechanics of it, go right down to that depth and figure out what fire is and hopefully switch it off. Now, I mentioned the CERN project with in excess of 10,000 scientists. Imagine pulling together the same number of scientists and fire-related fields, 10,000 scientists, just with that one goal. Imagine how extraordinarily powerful that would be and what would come out of it. The fringe benefits that would come out of it, let alone the ability to switch off fire. So that's the first project, is to get this collaborative effort of scientists. The second project is then to say, okay, we're looking at the deep into the belly of fire, but what about what will put the fire out? So the second project is to pull together a whole range of scientists and experts in industry and in government and look at what better things, other than the ones we're already using, can be pulled together to put fires out right now. So that's the second project, the second collaborative project. The third project, and for me, this is quite a critical one. When I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast about the tank and the bayonets and the bullets, we talk about fire as an enemy. Now, it's a friend and an enemy. There's a Latin phrase, ignis est servus non dominus, which means fire is the servant, not the master, which, as we know, with these bushfires, is just bull dust. The fires are so big now that they are the master and we're just following along after them a lot of the time. So if fire truly is the enemy, as far as these uncontrolled, unwanted bushfires are concerned, let's treat it like the enemy and let's use military-style tactics, tools, and strategies to address it. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is let's start using things like Black Hawk helicopters with rockets loaded with fire extinguishing stuff. But stuff that currently exists and stuff that they're going to develop in this second project. Let's start using things like bullets full of the extinguishing material and firing them the full length of a fire zone instead of just dropping a Bambi bucket full of water in one spot or trying to cut through a fire zone that's 2 kilometres long or 10 kilometres long and 1 kilometre high. We need to use military strategies, tools, tactics, and think differently about putting the fires out than we currently are. So using the military for it. That's the third one. The fourth one, a lot of work is being done on this already, but more needs to be done. The fourth one is to bring together all of the technology that we currently know about, but do it in a collaborative effort so that we can achieve that goal of detecting a fire. Now, we can do that through satellites, we can do it through drones, we can do it through fixed-wing aircraft, we can do it from cameras up on top of hills, triangulate or quadrangulate where that fire is. The algorithms will tell you whether it's a campfire or whether it's getting out of control, pinpoint it, put the resources directly to it no matter where it is, and put that fire out and then mop up with ground forces as quickly as possible. So the fourth project is to get this IT technology, AI, virtual reality availability and put it together as a collaborative effort, internationally as well as nationally. So these are 4 projects that hopefully would get us to eradicate uncontrolled fire by the end of the decade. So that's the 4 projects and that's the goal. Needs to be set at that high political level, Andrea.
And how's it going? Like, what's the momentum there? Because it sounds like it's actually ministers.
I've presented at conferences. It is a fire ceiling. It's not a glass ceiling. It's a fire ceiling. It's but we'll keep going because it's worth going because of what's going on. Uncommon courage should be everywhere.